That certain rights for its citizens are inalienable is the bedrock upon which America was built. Yet during the course of America's history, civil liberties have been undermined by the federal government on numerous occasions, often wrongly, often during times of crisis.
I think that there are repeated events in U.S. history where there have been times of crisis that we have looked back with true horror at what we did.
The forces of communism pervert our Bill of Rights. They hide behind a protective cloak of constitutional privilege while acting to destroy our freedom.
Well, in the J. Edgar Hoover days, people involved in political change activity were the subject of massive FBI investigation and neutralization efforts, some of them successful. But those were all illegal, they were all covert, they were all not publicized as being a formal program of the government. But they were done.
Military police contain the crowd, but clashes soon break out. Federal marshals arrest several who attempt to break through the protective line.
Throughout the civil rights movement and the anti-Vietnam War protests, the FBI engaged in a covert program known as COINTELPRO. Wiretaps, bugging, opening mail, breaking and entering. All were FBI tactics used against American citizens seeking social and political change. Federal authorities even created a smear campaign against civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King.
By the time you get to the 70s, just about any kind of troubling dissent, and the FBI may mess with you. I don't think any American who really values this nation would object to them interceding to stop espionage or sabotage. But this went far beyond that. This was just harassment. This was just making the lives of people who were dissenting miserable in various ways.
Peace demonstration brings out 50.
Though not authorized to spy domestically, the CIA engaged in a similar program called Operation Chaos. More than 7,000 Americans came under CIA scrutiny.
One of the illegal activities was the opening of the mail by the CIA.
In 1975, the Senate established the Bipartisan Church Committee to investigate illegal activity by both the FBI and CIA. Based on Church Committee recommendations, President Ford issued Executive Order 11905, which restricted intelligence gathering by the CIA. In 1976, Attorney General Edward Levy issued guidelines limiting FBI investigations in domestic security cases.
And one of the agreements was that there would be a legitimate right for the administration, through the intelligence community, to monitor people outside the country. But you shouldn't monitor people inside the country. And there was supposed to be a wall set up so that the CIA could collect information as part of the intelligence apparatus, but that information would not be given to the FBI for prosecution.
Those are the guidelines that on his own initiative, John Ashcroft has now rewritten without congressional oversight, without congressional approval. Those guidelines are an internal agency matter.
So a lot of the concerns we had in the Nixon years about an administration that was abusing civil liberties of citizens in the United States will